And we are back at 8:19. Actress and former talk show host Ricki Lake made headlines when she documented herself in a 2007 film, Giving Birth at Home. In her new book, Your Best Birth, Lake, along with the film's director, Abby Epstein, explore the business of giving birth. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Meredith.
You know, Ricki, they started calling you the Al Gore of natural birth, right, after that documentary.
That's the ultimate compliment, isn't it?
It is. And because of that documentary, you guys went on the road sort of promoting it. You started to get questions from women in the audience, and that really inspired this book, right?
Yeah, it did. You know, there were Q&As that we would do, like grassroots screenings, and it seemed like there were so many questions being asked. Simple questions like, what's a doula? What's a VBAC? How can I get a VBAC? And it felt like there's more to this.
Were you surprised at the lack of information that these women had available to themselves?
Definitely. I mean, I was surprised that, you know, after watching the film, people were asking, well, what's the difference between a midwife and a doula? Or some women who'd had a cesarean not even knowing that they had an option to maybe have a VBAC, a vaginal birth after cesarean afterward. So, you know, we felt like a responsibility to write this book and really provide some more information and empowerment for women.
And without judgment, because really I think, you know, today women are so quick to, oh, why'd you do that? You shouldn't have done that. Or it's about no judgment. It's about choice. It's about promoting choice in childbirth.
Well, speaking about judgment, after your documentary came out, the AMA, American Medical Association, came out with its own resolution opposed to home births and really cited you, and they said, you know, even in the best of circumstances, something can go wrong, and the best place for a woman to be is in a hospital or a birthing center. What was your response, Ricki, at the time?
Well, I mean, first of all, I was flabbergasted that I was targeted in this. You know, the fact is, I'm really not promoting home birth. I'm telling my experience, and I had a positive one. It's really about promoting choice. So for me, you know, the fact that our little movie sparked this kind of reaction, this, you know, it seemed like they were very defensive, but it really, I'm not anti-hospital, anti-technology, or anti-doctor, but I'm really about educating the consumer, and that's what this book is for.
But Abby, in your case, you did attempt a home birth, and things got complicated, and you ended up in the hospital with a C-section. I think the baby's umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck, and he'd had some growth issues in the womb. Now, the AMA would point to that and say, see, this is why. This is why women should not be attempting births at home.
Yeah, but see, the way the experience really went is that we actually never really attempted the home birth. I mean, the interesting thing about it is that we knew the baby was breech. So my midwife was never going to do a home birth. What actually happened was that I went into labor early, and I think it was interesting because I had a great midwife OB team. You know, my midwife came over and said, we're going to the hospital. She called my OB. My OB came in the middle of the night and did the C-section. So, you know, in a way, I thought my birth was also a really good example of how it could work and how it works in other countries, like in the UK or Europe. You know, women have that choice for home, birth center, or hospital, and the doctors and the midwives work together
as opposed to against each other.
Yeah, it's much more integrated, and you know, the midwifery model of care is something I really want women to understand because it's very different. It's cost effective. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense why it's so misunderstood.
Yeah, you've said you both have been on the birth train a long time, and you're still on it. Thank you so much.
We've given birth. I mean, this is our fourth baby. So.
Ricki and Abby, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Fourth Baby, Your Best Birth is the name of the book. You can find an excerpt on our website, todayshow.com. Ricki Lake and Abby Epstein. And now here is Matt.